bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought, yeah. I buy like 23. Whoa. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought, yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me, yeah. I feel away, my heart all on my sleeve, yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a ring. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Von Miller.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. After the turnover, here's Locke. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
61, matchbox, right, Delta.
Throwing now is Locke. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
1-yard gain.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ravens 39-yard line.
Locke going to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. In the bank.
from midfield. Here's Locke. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chat.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
On the carry for Baltimore. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Broncos 3, Ravens nothing.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Pass underneath. Here's Hines with it.
Jackson.
It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
A gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And this is caught at the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jamison Crowder. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Broncos 3. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Steps away. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Well, I admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Throwing again on second down. Locke. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first and 10, here's Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of 20.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Judy, and that'll bring up second down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Locke on the give. It's Lindsey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3. It's 3rd and 7.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with 4th down coming up. They're going with Lindsey. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And returning it, here's Hamler. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. 7 yards to pick up there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 42-yard line.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Locke working out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Tight down. There you go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Broncos 10, Ravens 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch it work, watch it tape, watch it learn, can't relate, watch it skirt.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled
in the first half. He was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 27, Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Formation for the Broncos.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a carry for Dobbins. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsey. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's good to make it 17-7.
It's good. Makes the score Broncos 17, Ravens 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Flushed out right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. Room here to run. There he goes left side. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown.
Check it back! Check it back!
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Makes the score Broncos 24, Ravens 7.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. On the return is Hines. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Hines on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Second and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. To throw again. Jackson. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
32.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And again, it's Ingram. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Jarrell Casey drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tucker's kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels A whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here?
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Jackson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, that's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
1st and goal.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Dobbins into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Extra point.
He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Broncos 24, Ravens 17. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Man, I got you. 56 is Mike, 56 is the Mike.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll power his way up near the 25. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Another run by Lindsey, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's got room. And down right around the 37. A big pickup of 38. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Jackson. Able to get away, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
24-24. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Taking over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
56, right there, 56. Watch the backer. Check 13, check 13. 56 is Mike, 56 is the Mike.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a gain of 6. Moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
48 mark. Exit.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
That's good.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
56. You got nothing left. 66. Bullet high. 56 is up. They can't hang with us.
Clock now on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Free safety, Clinton Dix, the man to make the play there on the defensive side. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that could finish things off for them.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
56. Check with 61. Matchbox. Right. Watch twist. Delta. 56. Mike, 56. Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. 56.
To throw is Locke. And this is going to be intercepted.
You know what? Why don't you just start
Picked off by Tavon Young. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Dobbins. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Broncos 28-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Throwing now is Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This for the lead in the final stages. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Lock to throw. That's caught left side by Judy. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd and short.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Locke. And a quick throw here that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Locke off a play action. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. 56 is the Mike. Oh, you got G? Mike's 56.
Now Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Right there. 56. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 56 to Mike.
He'll look to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Man open left side is Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
The tackle made.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout
Gain of 5
as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
The 9-yard line.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. All the little jet sweep to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Today's final score.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Broncos, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town.